Enamel pins. If you're a big company, particularly associated with pop culture, it's very easy to get me to spend my money with you. All you gotta do is make me feel like I'm collecting something. And that's why enamel pins are both so common in my household and so dangerous to my financial well-being. These are the little pins that you can put on your jacket, on your t-shirt. They have a picture of something you like. They're a great way to get somebody to spend $11 to $17 on average. But look at how nice this is. Look at all these pins that I have. My personal favorite kind of pin to have is the Discovery pin. This is the pin that is something so niche within pop culture that if you were to wear it out, people would go, oh, I don't know that thing. What is that thing? And you go, well, I know everything, and I know this too. I know what this is. Any pin collector who's been at it for a long time will tell you that one of the best places to go and look for pins is Walt Disney World. Pin trading at Disney is another way to get you to spend money in the gift shop, but it's fun and it's cool. Disney's figured out that they can get you to spend $17 on a little pin, something from a movie or a ride that you like, and then they'll have employees standing around the park with other pins for you to trade with. Everybody wins, except my wallet, because I buy so many of them. Every era of Disney is represented, from Star Wars to Marvel to park attractions. They have everything. With the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World upon us now, one of the newest pins in the park are the 50th anniversary mystery pin set. One of the most popular ways to buy pins at Disney World is in the mystery packs. Usually there'll be a selection of 8 to 10 pins, and every time you buy a mystery pack, you get 2 of those 8, and you don't know what they're going to be. Disney right now is running a mystery pin set for their 50th anniversary with 8 pins from around the park, and this is where I found my favorite pin that I own ever. On a recent trip to Walt Disney World, my wife and I picked up a pack of these mystery pins. Looking at the box, you have a couple of options, including the SMRT1 robot from EPCOT. Smart one. Do you get it? They got the Alice in Wonderland teacup pin, this Small World guy, or maybe he's from the Polynesian. A Blood on the Hills bear, if anybody's been to the Country Bears Jamboree, the most terrifying experience of your whole life. They got the Orange Bird, a Florida staple. Muppet Vision 4D, the Abomination. Then there's Madame Leota from the Haunted Mansion. They got the Rat Chef and Figment, the dragon that everybody pretends to like. And we were looking at it and we were saying, wow, I like almost all of the options here, except for this one white and blue guy. He's like a rectangle, and he's white, and he's got a little hairline mustache, and I've never seen this creature before in my life, and I don't know that I like him that much. Of course, part of the fun of owning enamel pins is recognizing what they are when you open them. We went as far as to ask all 3 cast members working in the gift shop, hey, who is this guy? And then the cast members were like, I don't know that guy. We didn't make the pins, we're just selling you the pins. So needless to say, we bought the pack, and we opened it up, and guess who was there waiting for us? It's this little dude. So I was on a mission. I wanted to research this rectangle man and find out what he was about and who he was, you know, on his inside. Few things to understand here. I love going to Disney World. I have spent literally hundreds of days of my life there over the last 4 or 5 years. It is a place that I'm very familiar with. So to have a pin in your 50th anniversary pin set, which of course would be all very familiar fan favorite Disney characters, you would think, that I don't know, is bizarre. And as big of a fan as I am of Walt Disney World, you should see my wife. That's a lifelong love of Disney parks, and she had no idea who this guy was, where he was from, and she's been going since she was a child multiple times a year. So curiosity now has me. So I start hopping onto Disney blogs, I start looking things up, who's in the pin sets, give me a list. But I am able to find one forum that says, that's the singing milk. And you know, he does look like a carton of milk. Right, you see that? And I'm looking at this sentence and all of the upvotes on this post and saying, is there a singing carton of milk in some Disney feature? In any case, Why is the singing milk so notable that he has his own pin in the 50th anniversary pin set? I need to find out more. So let me give you a little history on this guy. The singing milk was first featured in EPCOT in a ride called Kitchen Kabaret and opened October 1st, 1982. People looking to ride this ride could go to the Land Pavilion, which currently hosts Soaring and Living with the Land. Of course, I'm using the term ride very loosely. This was actually a show using all animatronics, much closer to Disney's Carousel of Progress than it was to a traditional ride. It was 13 minutes long. The main host was named Bonnie Petite, like Bon Appetit. The entire show covered the main food groups and promoted healthy eating, but was done in the style of a Las Vegas burlesque review. You know, but with singing food for kids. There were 4 portions of the show: meat, dairy, grain, and fruits and vegetables. Unfortunately, in 1994, this attraction was replaced by EPCOT's Food Rocks, and that seems like a downgrade to me. Now, our friend the Singing Milk came in at around Act 2, which was the dairy section. His full legal name is Mr. Dairy Goods, and he performed a musical number with his band, Stars of the Milky Way. Other members of the band included Miss Cheese, Miss Yogurt, and Miss Ice Cream. So they really gave up on the pun names right in the middle there. According to Wikipedia, this part of the show was a 1930s costume extravaganza. Stars of the Milky Way sang a self-titled song. That's when the band and the name of the song are the same thing. With this guy holding the mic extremely close to his face, which I understand was one of his trademark things. Needless to say, Dairy Goods and the Stars of the Milky Way were the breakout hit of culinary cabaret, and apparently are well remembered by Disney fans everywhere, provided that you actually got on this experience. So now that I have all of this information, I'm actually very amused with my little singing milk pin. I'd like to wear him on one of my jackets. I need to be more familiar with him to be able to bring him out into the world. Nothing is worse than wearing a pin somewhere and someone asking you, "Oh, what is it?" and you going, "I kinda know. I don't want to talk about it." So I think the thing to do is to try to find a video walkthrough of this ride and try to immerse myself in that video so I feel like I was there at the time when it was playing at EPCOT, and that way I'll truly be able to wear out and appreciate my singing milk pin. Again, the ride went from 82 to 94, so I'm not expecting a super high quality video, but judging by these Google images, the old grainy nature of VHS tapes might be better for this. I've found a video by Mouse Steps, JWL Media on YouTube. I won't be doing all 13 minutes, just the milk portion of the ride itself. Okay, so right off the bat, I was not expecting Bonnie Petite to be a person. I thought she'd be some kind of food. Was it dinner theater? It had to be, right? Like if you were sitting here talking about food, they had to feed you. EPCOT's whole thing is like the future, prototype community of tomorrow. What did this have to do with that? They say let's get cooking because it's a joke about food. Let's get cooking. This is a big tuna can. Oh no! Look at the barbecue sauce. This has a big Country Bears Jamboree feel to it. You go in there and everything on the surface is very innocent. Why does the barbecue sauce look so unhappy? Ooh. Okay. Not what I expected him to sound like. I like, a lot of times when Disney does things like these, like the items will be kind of anthropomorphic. Miss Cheese is just a slice of cheese in a dress. Also, let's run back when the camera pans over to the milk because it looks like he got caught doing something wrong. Like, look at this. He's up to something. He's got the same microphone. Canonically, how tall is the singing milk? Because I think that would really weigh into how much I like him. If he's like 5'4", That's terrifying, and I don't like that. One of the reasons I think enamel pins have such a place for collectors and pop culture people is because they commemorate things long after they're gone. This ride was closed in the 90s, and because it's Disney, I'm sure there's a lot of people who associate that ride with big pieces of their childhood, as silly as it sounds. So maybe for those people, and I'm just assuming, it might be nice that there is this little singing milk guy in the 50th anniversary pin set. And with that, here's a little piece of Walt Disney World history. And although you can't find it at EPCOT anymore, you can find it on the lapel of my jacket. I like that he's French, cause cheese. I have a dream. I don't want to talk about it. And although some of us may be more interested in the Act 4 song, Meat Ditties by Ham and Eggs with a Z,